Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to draw some projections, particularly projection of points. These are the question. Suppose this we have to plot these points in AutoCAD, and with the projection, we have to provide the quadrant in which they lie. So let's start with the A. Point A is 30 mm above HP and 35 mm in front of AP. So now first I'm going to draw a sheet which is similar to A4 dimension. Again, layer, rectangle, dimension will be 287 by 200. So I'm going to draw the projection inside this sheet. Now we need a reference line to plot the points. So this is going to be our, just click this auto mode. Now this line is going to be horizontal. This one is X and this one is Y. So this is our reference line XY, and above the reference line we have our VP or vertical plane, and just below this reference line we have horizontal plane or HP. Okay, now let's start with our first point A, which is 30 mm above HP and 35 in front of VP. So if I make a rough sketch here, these are our coordinate system: first, second, third, fourth, or we can say this one is our HP, this one is VP. Now according to your question point A is 30 mm above HP and 35 in front of VP. Above HP this side, in front of VP this side. So common coordinate will be first quadrant. Our point will be in first quadrant. So front view will be here, which is 30 mm above HP. So the projection will be, I'm going to start with construction line 30 mm. So just click the first point, then drag your mouse in the upward direction and just type the dimension. The point is 30 mm above HP, so 30, enter. So this length should be 30. So you can verify this thing by checking this dimension. Take this linear dimension. Now click the first point and the second point. So this is 30 mm. Now another point is 35 mm in front of VP. So this is 30 mm above HP and 35 mm. F point is in, so the point is somewhere here. Suppose this is in front and it is above HP, and this dimension is 30 and this is 35, and here we have point A. So top view will appear here on HP and front view will appear here. So we are not going to make any changes to the front view, which is A dash. So A dash will appear here and top view will appear here, which is represented by A. So to plot this thing here, what we will do, we will just rotate this HP by 90 degree in clockwise direction. So this A from here will come here in this VP, which is 30 mm, 35 mm from the horizon. So now we are just going to take the first point here. Now direction will be in the downside and distance will be 35. So this is our line, which is 35 mm long. So this, now we know our front view is on the VP, which is above the reference line. Top view is on HP, which is after rotation by 90 degree in clockwise direction comes to the downward direction here. Now we have to, now we can just provide the naming. So this is A dash for point A, this is front view, and this is top view. and this point A is in first quadrant, so I'm going to write here quadrant 1, and now we have to denote, or we have to plot the point. We know the point is at the end of this line, so to plot a point here we are going to use donut command. So to activate that command, just come to this command line, type DONU. Donut is highlighted, just click this thing. Donut is just geometrically, you can say it's a concentric circle, two circles having a same circle. So to convert this donut into a point, we can just do one thing. We can change the inside diameter to 0, enter, and outside diameter to 1 mm. In this way, we can change the donut to a point. Right now it is asking, after entering the inside diameter 0, outside diameter 1, you have to locate the point. So we know the point A dash, or this projection is at the end of this line. From the reference, this is 30 mm. So just click here. So this is a point. Another one is here, which is 35 mm below the reference line. So just click here. So in this way, we have plotted the projection of point A, which is in quadrant 1. A dash front view appears above the XY, and A top view appear below the XY line. Now we will go for the second question or second point, which is 35 mm above HP and 40 mm behind VP. So 35 mm above HP and 40 mm behind VP. So to the left of this vertical plane. So the point will be in second quadrant. So now to plot this thing, I'm again going to use construction line for second point. Again, we are plotting the same, that different point on the same XY line. So for this, suppose I'm going to select here. Again, the point is 35 mm above HP. So front view will appear above XY line, which is 35 mm above the XY line, and it is behind VP. So behind VP, the top view will come here, and after rotation, this point will again go to here. So in total, the top view will appear on the same above the XY line. So 35 mm for front view and next 5 mm for top view. In total, length is 40 mm. So now from here to here, only 5 mm is required. So now in total, we have front view is at 35 mm and top view is at 40 mm. Just need to write this one is B dash, sorry. Top view is just above the front view. So this is B and this point is B dash. Now to denote the point, we are going to use donut. Just click this, inside 0, outside 1. Now specify the center. This is our top view, this is our front view. So if our point is in first quadrant, then front view will be above the XY and top view will be below the XY line. And in case of if this point is in quadrant 2, if the point is in quadrant 2, then projection will be, both the projection front and top view will be above the XY line. Then now for the third point, which is 40 mm above HP and VP. So as per the question, the point is 40 mm above HP. So just delete this thing. As per the question, the point is above XY HP 40 mm. So it can be here or here. But as per the second condition, on VP. So it should be on the VP. So the common condition is point is somewhere here, above 40 mm above the HP. So I'm going to just write B here. So this point B is on this XY, this Y plane or this Y line or this VP, which is at a distance of 40 mm from the origin. So this distance should be 40. So when we observe this thing from the front, the front view will appear on the same point, and top view, front view, the front view will appear on the same point. And when we observe this thing from the top view, the point will appear somewhere here on the origin. So B will be here, and point. This is point C, which is above HP and on VP. So in terms, if I have to say this point in terms of XY, suppose this is X line, this is Y line. So in terms of XY, this is in X coordinates, this is 0, and Y coordinates, this is 40. So you have to plot this 0 comma 40. So in X it is 0 and in Y it is 40. So this point is on this line above the origin, which is a distance of 40 mm. To plot this thing, again front view will again on the same place and top view is on the origin. So just now plot this thing. Let's do one thing for point C. Again from this point to, we need 40 mm length. So the point is 40 mm above the XY line, and that point is C dash. And top view appears on the reference line, which is denoted by C, and this distance is 40. Now, and this thing here, this is on the line or on the VP and above the XY line, so it means this thing is in first and second quadrant, not first or second, first and second. It comes in both the quadrant. So here I'm going to write this point is in first and second quadrant. Now for point 4, which is 35 mm below HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So 35 mm below HP means just below this horizontal line. So the point is 35 mm below this line and in front of VP, 30 mm in front of VP. So the point is in the fourth quadrant. Suppose this is here. This is below HP is 35 and in front of VP is 30. So this is our point D, and now we have to plot this point D on this XY line. So from the front view will appear on the vertical plane, which is here, which is 35 mm below X, below this HP. So this is going to be our D dash front view, and top view will appear here, which is going to be rotated half in the plane. This top view comes in the XY plane, horizontal plane. So after rotation, this projection will come in this vertical plane on the same line, just below the XY. So again, this distance is 30 mm. So now I have to do this thing. Just now, first I need to show 30 mm, 35 mm. Yes, so first 30, then another 5, 35. So now just check this dimension. So this thing is at the distance of 30 mm below the XY line. We have D top. So this is 30 distance. After rotation, it will come here. This is going to be D. It's going to be D, and this is going to be D dash. Now we have to plot the point. Here, just forget to plot the point. So just select donut 0, 1, and the center is here. And in case of this point D, this is top view and this is our front view. Now the solution is in point is in fourth quadrant. So this is solution for these 4 points. Point 1 lie in first quadrant. So the projection will be front view will appear above the xy line and top view will be below the xy line. And if our point is in quadrant 2, the front view and top view will appear above the xy line. So from here we can do one thing, or we can just relate one thing here. If our point is in second quadrant, then the projection will be above the xy. In projection, both the top view and the front view both appears above the xy line. If the point is in fourth quadrant, here look here, this is first, second, third, fourth. If our point, for example here, point B is in second quadrant and point 4 is in fourth quadrant, point D is in fourth quadrant, so both the projection of both these points are opposite to each other. Point B is in second quadrant, so the projection appears above the xy line, and when point D in it is when this is in fourth quadrant, the projections appear below the xy line. So from here you can just cross check this. Again, similarly, we can assume for this, if our quadrant is if our point is in first quadrant, then front view is above the xy line and top view is below the xy line. So you can assume that when point is in third quadrant, projection will be just opposite to this one, or you can say front view will be below the xy and top view will be above the xy for the third quadrant. Okay, thank you.